Okay, we're good. How cool is that setup? Happy with that. Might need to move around a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's get this started. First off, I'd just like to thank everybody who asked me these questions. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this video. And I'm so happy and excited to share a little bit more about me. NonStopNeal, who am I? Let's find out. So let's start off with the first question. This is from Sean Alboretto. Sean asks, what's the best job you've had so far? Pretty simple question, but an excellent question at that. What is the best job I've had so far? The first thing that comes to mind is a job on a show called Walking with Dinosaurs. Now, many of you who know me personally or have worked on the show who've asked me questions from the show, I'm sure you agree the job on Walking with Dinosaurs is probably one of the best jobs we've all had. I just absolutely loved that job so much. It didn't actually feel like a job, it just turned into a lifestyle. So it's basically, I got employed as a dinosaur big puppeteer, or a skins or a suit, we would call suit performers on the show. And we would run around in 5 different dinosaur suits, very realistic, and we would control everything from the face, like the head, the eyes, the mouth, the sound effects that come out from the suit, from the tail even, the whole body movements. We would control that on this giant arena stage in front of thousands of people pretty much every night. And we toured. My first tour was about 2 years. And then I did another year tour, and then I've recently, probably about 6 months ago, come off another year tour. It's just been an absolute pleasure, incredibly life-changing of a job. I could not have expected it to be that amazing. I had no idea what was going to be in store for me when I signed up, and I got through the audition process and I got the job, and I was so overwhelmed. I just couldn't believe it was actually going to be a real job. It just sounded way too good to be true, because I got to travel, to stay fit, I got to run around in a dinosaur suit. I met some of the most incredible people that I now still hold very close relationships to this day, and they're probably like my best friends. I've got like a new group of friends from this show. It's amazing. It definitely changed me as a person, and it made me who I am today. Next question comes from Aaron Vlogs. Thanks for the question, mate. Where did you and Mika first meet, and what subjects did I study in college? Like I said on the last question, which leads me to this one, I met Mika on the Walk with Dinosaurs tour. I started touring with dinosaurs in 2009, and I started dating her late 2010 on the tour. We started in when we were in Japan towards the end, we started seeing each other like officially, so it developed on there. So that was such, I mean, I would never have met her if I hadn't have gone on that show, because she's from Tasmania. I don't know the geography of Australia. You got Australia, and at the bottom there is Melbourne, and then just south is a tiny island called Tasmania, where Tassie Devils are from. You've probably heard of them, Tasmanian Devil. Well, she's from there, and I'm from like the northwest, from a town called Blackburn. I mean, we couldn't have been further apart. So another great thing about the show, which is another highlight, another life-changing thing that's happened to me, is meeting Mika on the show. Amazing. I was never a big lover of high school with the subjects. My favourite subjects in school were probably woodwork and PE, anything physical, athletics, gymnastics, any sort of running, anything that got me outside of the classroom. I was pretty much a naughty kid in school. I was on report quite a few times. I got suspended from one school. For some reason, I just didn't like school. I say I didn't like school. I liked school. I liked the social aspect. I liked all the PE and the woodwork, anything physical, anything that would make me think outside the box. So when I finished high school, college for me was, I just really wasn't up for going, but I think I did a year, and I actually did leisure and tourism, a GMVQ in leisure and tourism, because I was in Germany. There wasn't a lot to offer. So fast forward about a year later, when our family moved back to the UK, I started to go to a college in Preston, and I did a 2-year course on a YMCA level 3 fitness instructors, aerobic instructor, nutritional advice and personal trainers course. And then from there, I just went straight out. I just wanted to get out of school. I got these qualifications. I became a personal trainer, and I went out into the fitness world, and I worked as a fitness instructor. And I taught aerobics classes, body combat classes, cycling, all kinds of things. Because I love being outside and staying physical and active and moving, I chose a personal trainer fitness instructor's course, which suited me really well. And I just felt that if I'm going to go to college and spend 2 years on something, I wanted to have this qualification that I could use straight away and get work from it. So yeah, fitness instructor, personal trainer was an excellent move, and it taught me so much, and it was a really good decision. So the next question comes from Punky Lynn. Punky Lynn, love the name. Hi Neil, hello. Mika says hello as well, I'll pass it on. Have you ever been to the States, and if so, where have I been? So, as I've said in the first question, I toured the States very recently. I spent 7 months traveling around to a lot of different places I would never have gone to, a lot of big cities. And I first came to the States when I was, how old was I? 2004. And I was coming over to work at a summer camp in the state of Maine, and I spent about 4 summers. I did 3 consecutive summers. So I flew into New York, blew my mind. It was absolutely amazing. Before then, I had not really done any traveling. I lived in Germany. We did stuff for the family around Europe, which was great, England, and then to come to the States was just an absolute mind-blowing dream. States, hung out in Maine, did 2 months work as a co-counselor teaching fitness and gymnastics. So going to college, studying fitness, led me on to going to summer camp, and then I spent 2 months there, and then after that I would always group up with a group of other travelers, and we sort of ventured and did other traveling with the very little money that we earned. But it was an amazing, life-changing experience going to summer camp. If you're watching this and you don't know what summer camp is, go check out, I think it's at BUNAC or CCUSA. Those are the companies that I went through about 10 years ago. I'm sure there's other ones. Go do it. It is just, and if you want to travel, you can't afford flights and money, but they pay you very little. But it's not about the money, it's about the experience. You can't pay for experiences. That's why I want to get out of college and education as quick as possible, because I feel like I've learned so much from traveling and just being around different cultures and different people and the way things are done in the world, not in a classroom. You know what I mean? You can learn like this, or you can learn like that. Life experiences, that's what it's all about. Okay, yeah, so what was on about? Yeah, America. I've traveled a lot. I went to Alaska. Me and Mika went to Alaska. Went to Denali, got the epic glass roof train. That was absolutely beautiful, mind-blowing, where the sun just doesn't set. That was awesome. And I've done a lot. I've done a lot. I'll try and put in the links, in my links in the bio below, to a few videos that I've made in the past. We did an epic road trip. I've been to like Yosemite, a lot of the national parks. I've not been to Yellowstone yet. I really want to go there. I've seen the redwoods. Oh, there's just so many places. I'll try and list them below for you, Punky. All right, that was a really good question. I got me excited for traveling again. So I've got a great question from Jessington Bear. He was a fellow suit performer who started on Walking with Dinosaurs with me back in 2009. Mate, I've said it before and I say again, miss you, bro, and what an incredible time we had on that show. Honestly, it was mind-blowing. Just living the dream right there. I'm still living the dream. Living your dreams, you've got to live your dreams. Okay. So his question is quite a big one. It's going to be difficult to answer, but I'll do my best. Jessington Bear asks, or Jez, you've travelled to a lot of places, a lot with me on the tour. So here are my questions. It could be quite a tricky thing to narrow them all down. Number one, What are my favourite 3 places I've been to and why? Wow. Now I was going to sit at home and jot down my 3 favourite places, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to freestyle it and to see what comes to mind right now. And I get asked this question quite a lot by other people who are travelling, other travellers, like wherever being one of my favourite places. And one place that just always comes to the front of my brain, of my thoughts is Japan. Jez, I'm sure you agree, Japan. I've probably I did 2 tours there, 2 7-week tours, and before and after both tours I stayed there for a week or 2 either end. And Japan is just an absolutely incredibly beautiful country. The people, the food, the culture. I mean, like, look at these. See all my tattoos? These 2. I got this koi from a Hiritoshi family. He did that with poke style tattoo. I got that all done on my first trip. I always said if I ever go to Japan, I'd get a tattoo, and you know, I wasn't expecting to cover my whole arm, but keeping it in tradition. And then the second time I ended up getting this whole dragon piece, which I absolutely love, a bit of Japanese artwork. So I mean, do I put that at number 1? It's difficult, it's a difficult question. Jez. Okay, so we've got Japan. Japan is on the list. My second favourite country has to be Thailand. I just absolutely love Thailand. Southeast Asia is incredible. I've been to Malaysia. No, I've not been to Malaysia. Have I? I've been to Laos, I've been to Cambodia, but Thailand is just one of my favourite places in the world. I've had a lot of good, great, incredible experiences and memories created there. I recently spent 2 months with my lovely, beautiful girlfriend Mika, living on the island of Koh Chang, which, if you haven't seen it, if you go way back on my YouTube channel, like day 1 of vlogging, I've got 2 months worth of daily vlogs on the island. What an incredible place. We had such a magical time. It's just amazing. I first traveled to Thailand 2010 maybe. Did that for a month, did all the beaches, Koh Samui, all that sort of stuff. Bangkok, Chiang Mai, did Chiang Mai, and we did a week of shows with Walking with Dinosaurs in Bangkok. And then after that, Jez, as you know, mate, I flew my brother out. Me and Jez and my brother, we went to the island of Koh Phi Phi, spent about a week there, and mate, some of the best dance parties I've ever had, ever, with you. Honestly, ask my brother, he has the same memories. We just partied all night long on the beach. Jez, those shapes, I'm sure you can still chuck those shapes. You were blowing my mind. Some of the heartwarming, great memories from Thailand. Wow. Feels good. See, just going at memories, but you've got to create memories. It's all you can have. Ugh. Okay, so yeah, Thailand, 1 or 2 Japan. I'm not doing top 3. It's just, I'm giving you 3. I can't put them in order. And my third favourite place would have to be India. India, wow. What an amazing cultural shock. Mind-blowingly love-hate relationship which can change instantly. It was just such an incredible life-changing experience. Again, I know so many life-changing events, but India just absolutely blew Mika away. Back in 2011 we decided to head to India for a month. We gave up our apartment in Melbourne in a city, and we were heading towards England to start another dinosaur tour. And we thought, you know, we'll go India. Not thinking much of it. We knew we were going to fly into Mumbai and then just sort of wing it like we do. And I tell you what, that month felt like a year. There was probably 50-50. I don't want to put it down. There was a lot of hard, mainly because it's just cultural shock. There's like over 1 billion people. And there's over 1 billion people in India. There's people everywhere. But with that comes with the incredible culture, and the people are just so lovely and so friendly and so welcoming. Manic and crazy it was there. But yeah, definitely made me a better traveller for sure. I love India. So there you go. India, Japan and Thailand. And I'll just stick Australia in there because I love it here. Australia's the best. It's not the best. I love it, it's great. So Jez also asks me, what are the 3 places you haven't been to but would most like to check out and why? I'm gonna answer this really quickly. I would love to go to Iceland for sure. It looks incredible and beautiful, nature baby. Number 2, I want to go to Machu Picchu. I've not even been to South America. I've been as far as Mexico. And number 3, I would like to go to Iran. Iran seems to be getting a bit of a bad rep, and I have a friend there recently. He cycled across Iran, did some couch surfing and had the most incredible time. So I'd really like to check that place out. So next question comes from Taco Sushi, and he asks, or they ask, forever nature or forever city? Where would you prefer to live your whole life?